outside of my house right now. Some of the brush that fell, we had a lot of trees that broke, a lot of stuff we had to cut down. It was a mess over here. Everybody you see got a lot of issues. Like, when I tell you that ice storm actually reminded me of a tornado or something. That's what it acted like. Literally looked at like if you come around here and you drive around and look around, it'll look like a tornado hit us. But I wanted to come to you this morning while I was up out here checking the mail and drinking some coffee and just thinking about life, man. Just wanted to say keep it simple, you know, with how you networking yourself, with how you building your business, with how you getting your relationships together, your life period, man. Sometimes we just have to keep it simple. Like, keep it simple on all levels, man. And I know it's easier said than done, because we deal with different issues in life, and life hit us, man. Due to this virus hit, it caused a lot of situation with jobs. A lot of people took advantage of this, and then they still ran out of this. I didn't get a chance to get none of that unemployment. I was told that I probably could have tapped in as an independent worker, being self-employed. I probably could have got some assistance, but I didn't get any assistance. You know what I mean? I didn't file and get no type of help. I did receive the first stimulus package, but I think they just sent it to pretty much everybody. You know what I mean? And I used it actually for business. So it actually worked out for me at the time when I needed it, because I really wasn't expecting it. Just came. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to use this to do this. But I was thinking about just keeping it simple sometimes, man. We complicate things so much, thinking we got to have this, we got to have that, we got to have, I can't live without this. And all these things that we be thinking we got to have is literally holding us down. It's like chains wrapped around our ankles. Like certain possessions we have to grow up now and start realizing that certain possessions are a liability and certain possessions are an asset. Like my truck, for instance, this is an asset. My car, it's an asset too, but it's also a liability. Now, the only reason why I'm gonna say, to me, it's a double, because we make payments on that one, and we use it to commute back and forth when we travel. When my wife works, she's a manager, and we use it for commute. But as far as and I'm gonna tell you why it's another blessing, because we had to use it to build up our credit. Going through life, you damage your credit. She been through a divorce, I've been through a divorce. It's just what it is, life, and you have to reassess things and fix things. It's just what it is. Certain things just won't fall off. You got to take care of, and this actually helped build her credit up a lot. And so that's what we had to do. We kind of had to bite the bullet in order to improve one area. And so it's kind of a funny situation, actually, the way it all worked out. But you know now that I realize the situation, what I mean, I won't buy anything no more. As far as, like certain things, certain vehicles are worth just buying, that way you won't got no payment. And then certain things is better to lease. Like with my wife vehicles, probably from here on out, we're gonna be leasing a lot of hers, because it's cheaper. She still can ride what she want to ride, and we can still write it off. It's not as debt consuming, and she can be able to get her money back out of it once she's finished with it and trade it in. I just think certain stuff ain't worth having, you know. Like my truck, actually it was paying for. Um, and if anything happened to it, majority of the time, the stuff that's on it that need to be done isn't real cost efficient. And I just try to keep it simple, man. I didn't complicate things. I have done things that I thought I just had to do, man. And at the end of the day, none of that stuff matters, man. It's just better just to keep it simple, to keep the stress off of your plate. You know, we tend to stress ourselves out, man, trying to fit in with the crowd, trying to feel like we need all these material blessings, materialistic things. I ain't gonna call them blessings. They can be curses. We think that we need all this materialistic things just to make it, man. And I honestly feel like we just got to keep it simple, man. With today, what's going on with life, I think we'll get further ahead financially and emotionally if we just keep it simple. Don't complicate our lives so much. So much is going on right now in the world where we literally just have to count every blessing. For those who are following the president election right now, it's running pretty tight. Looks like the Democrats is actually in the lead at the moment. With what happens with this, we're not in control. They're in control. So whatever happens, we just have to deal with the results and keep it moving. So I have learned, man, just to keep life simple, because if you try to complicate it, all it's going to do is add gray hairs to your life, take days off your life by trying to complicate things, man. Even when you feel frustrated with just dealing with certain stuff in life, and you sit there and think about it, you be like, you know what, I'm just going to let that go. Certain things, man, you just got to let go. If it's not in your power to change it, to make it happen right then, if you're not in fully control, worried about it, stressing yourself out, it's doing nothing but adding years to your skin, making you age fast and making you die fast. Taking days from your life, man. So I just wanted to come to you this morning, just talk to you. I'm just out here, the wind blowing. The sun is about to start picking up back there, and I just think we should keep it simple with everything that we got going on in life. All this stuff that we got going on right now. People passing, viruses, kidnappings, trafficking. Man, it's like the world is getting evil. And it's going to be a few people that's going to have to stand for something. Like I heard a guy say in this election, I stand with this person's principles, but not with this person's morals. I'm not with his morals. His morals is disrespectful, but I like his principles. So you picking principles over morals, or you picking money making over what you choose to do. So, well, you know what? I'm going to pick him because I don't believe in what he believes in, but I like how he helps me make money. And some people do that, man. It's a catch-22 in certain things we do in life, That's why I decided to step down. I didn't vote personally, not on the election, because I know they're going to do their thing. Plus, both of them, I felt like, was a lose in my book. And I felt like if me personally would have did it, it just would have been disrespectful to myself. So me personally, I couldn't live with voting for either one of them. So I didn't. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm stepped down. Whatever happens, though, I'm with whatever happens. Ain't nothing we can do. We got to go with the flow. You know what I mean? It wasn't written for us anyway. So I keep that in mind. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't rough my feathers up any. But I would say this: when you're voting for your local community and local laws and local politics, you can make a difference for real. You can get that crooked cop out or that messed up attorney out, or the judge or whatever. You can do that when you're doing the local thing, but on the national thing, when you're doing them with the presidents, they're gonna pick who they're gonna pick regardless, in my book. So I have learned just to keep it simple. Not worry about it, not complicate my life, but just do what I have to do. Getting my hog on, regardless. And being in this city, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it's been frustrating. I have been getting some things done, but the networking here is slow. It's the good old boy system here. They don't like to deal with me a lot because of, my appearance, and I'm not one of them. If I was raised around them, I'm gonna tell you something that I learned. I have had people who was racist or who was raised that way tell me, you know what, I don't like these ends here, and then I'm looking like, what? And they were like, oh, no disrespect, but Joe, oh no, you cool, man. I mess with you, man. I fight with you. I go to the battlefield with you. And you got some of them like that. Like they got their pick and choosers, you know. They got they good ones that they like, and then they got the ones that they like hate everybody else. But so and so, you know, you helped me out. He's cool. He's one of us. That's how they look at it. And it's crazy how it is, man. But it's just life, you know what I mean? It's just life. We all gonna experience that type of thing. And it have just showed me just to keep things simple, man. I don't complicate nothing no more, you know. I was out here this morning thinking about making a couple moves and back against the wall, you know, trying to make some things happen. And sometimes you just got to sit there and, you know what, it's out of my control, certain things. I can't do nothing but go back to the drawing board, keep knocking on the door, keep trying to produce something, keep trying to show my value, you know, provide my services, my products. But you can't make somebody mess with you. You can't, you know, I won't degrade myself to get no money, you know, degrade myself to fit in with the crowd, you know. So just wanted to come to you and talk to you, man, about keeping it simple. Life is what it is. We in November. We got one more month left before we close something this year out. And hey, man, y'all just be safe, man. Keep it simple. Enjoy your family. Enjoy life. Enjoy the process of building what you're doing. Because sometimes once you get there, it's not as fun no more. Or you're finding something else. It's just what it is. So enjoy the process. Keep it simple. Love yourself. Take care of your family, man. You know, count your blessings. And don't get caught up in material things. Don't put yourself in a bind where you're going to be a slave to something. It's time for us to wake up now. It's time for us to see life for what it is. And if we can't cash it out, then we're going to have to wait it out. You know what I mean? Think about that. If you can't cash it out, wait it out. It's going to come. So just wanted to say that, man. Y'all be blessed, be safe today as you get out and get on the grind, get ready to do your thing. I was just checking in with you. Hold on.